Hi everyone, welcome back to the MexiCAN, or is it going to be a MexiCant Grand Prix? Who knows? Let's renew our sponsorship with our Zigzag main sponsor. Power unit upgrades, final new power upgrade. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, and then that didn't even work and come through. Great. Thanks, Honda. Mwah. Oh, sorry, not thanks, Honda, but, well, yeah, thanks, Honda, mwah, without the sarcasm. And then we'll need to do something with that power unit from there on in. 291, no. Let's get that one done. I hate seeing it like it. We'll get enough points to get the 550 done on that anyway, so that's all good. He says. In terms of performance, though, oh, it's looking very, very tight between us, Alfa Romeo, and Red Bull, Renault, as they've both had a step increase. So that means that Mexico will be a bit more of a struggle for us. Let's take a look at our activities. Oh, we've only got the 2. And we might as well do some weight training for you, Delhi Traz. See how that goes for you. Now, on the facilities front, oh, it's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. I think we'll do the 2 million upgrade for the durability. That keeps me happy with that whilst that comes through, and that can be like our last hurrah update this season, because then I know that we're going to be fine for what's to come. And then if we look at the driver contracts, there we are, pace plus 7 there for Delatraz. It's getting better. It's up to a 65. That will do nicely, and we're fine with that until level 15 for me. So all looking good. I'll join you after practice. Everyone, welcome back after practice, and I seem to be not too bad, which is interesting for me around Mexico, because normally I really like driving the Mexican circuit, but I'm not very fast. So I'm pleasantly surprised that I seem to have vaguely okay pace, but the field is very tight. So if I don't get it right, I'll be right down the back. If I do get it right, I could be right at the front. So we'll see how we get on. As you can see, Renault continue to catch us up, but AlphaTauri currently still the 5th best team. And also the big change there is that Red Bull have overtaken Ferrari and have now become the 2nd fastest team, in theory. So that intrigues me completely. I'm going to be using, you can see we've got better stuff here on number 3 compared to number 4, which is what we used last time around. So because we're on high altitude, we'll use those. Still the same good old gearbox. And because we got 782 points there, oh, I really want to get that done. Oh. Do it. Develop it, it will be done in time. Have we got another one that we can sneak in? Doesn't look like it, does it? No. That's okay. We've got 2 races. I still think we'll get those 4 sorted. So we're right to the bone, but sod it. Let's get going into quali. Still looking more handsome than I do in real life, I see. Okay. So I do actually have two setups for Mexico. And it's very dependent on how you drive. And the change is with the front wing here. So I can run equally good times with the wing at 3 or the wing at 4. It really just depends on what you're looking for. I feel like I need front end as everything continues on. So it's worthwhile kind of having a look at that. Interesting camber, interesting suspension as well as the on and off transmission, and that's key to get you around the S's essentially, so that, because the idea here is that where you've got such a low front wing so that you can swing the car through so that you can get around the S's, in order to make it less like I've had I don't know the better way to on power essentially. You've had to turn down the throttle on for that. Usually on the brake pressure, quite far front on the front brake bias to try and make up for that. But there's the trade-off here. Look at the tyre pressures, really low, which does make me slidey. But it keeps the tyre pressures low enough for me to be able to attack things in theory. Delatraz going out. Delatraz has been going quite well in the practice sessions, which is why I'm a bit like, oh, we might actually be alright here. Oh, was that Williams already out there doing a lap? Juicy. AlphaTauri followed us out the pits, didn't it? So I don't need to dive out of its way. I can take my sweet time. Probably looking for another top 10 start. The AlphaTauri is again looking really strong here this weekend. See how I mean, how it kind of swoops in, which means that you slightly overdrive on these chicanes, but you can kind of manage that a bit. But it's super helpful for corners like this. Supremely helpful for these. Couldn't tell if that was a cut or not. Ooh. That's not great. Ooh, let's keep going with this. That was a great start. have made it better around that corner as well.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
I don't care, Jeff. Oh, wow. Session update.
So, just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Bottas and Hamilton, and behind us are Albon, Kvyat and Perez. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:15.6.
I wasn't expecting to be that fast. That's a masterclass of trying to get round on the tiniest piece of fuel possible. And we managed it. Fell into third. Where does that put us? Oh, there we go, down to 6th now.
Our best lap so far is a 1:16.0.
Superb. Oh, Louis. You've been ahead of the Hasses and battling with the McLarens and Alfa Romeos all the way through practice. Why fail now? Okay, let's go out and try again.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
So I would quite like to improve my lap. On tyres that won't be so knackered, basically. I like the little click that you heard as it goes backwards when you're looking back. Okay. That was just as well. We were a bit quick before the Kvyat or Gasly popped out. Again, I'm bouncing off the sausage curbs, but I don't think that that's not legal.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, that is just cutting. I feel like there's no harm to try again. And we can always back off and pit if we need to. Skiddy widdy. Better. Session update.
Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Bottas, Verstappen and Hamilton. And we're in front of Albon, Vettel and Leclerc. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:15.6.
Okay, still enough time to do one more run. Oof. Which I'd quite like to do because I felt like that was a dubious line. Although I did kind of back off a little bit coming out of that chicane, but You can never tell. What I normally do with that chicane, instead of cutting the exit of that one, I normally cut the entry and take out the marker in the middle. Yeah, because look at how... I mean, that is better wear, but if I could do even better wear, that would be great. Okay, here comes everyone pouring out. Oh, come on, Louis, you can do better than that, mate. '20th in the speed trap as well, so he's clearly faster than someone.
To view your current tyre, brake and engine temperatures, press the MFD button to open the multifunction display, and then press it again to cycle through till you reach the temperature information screen. All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
Ooh. That was an unsafe release, if ever there was one. I think we're going to need to be quite quick here.
.30 seconds left in the session.
Oh, that's surely buggered up the... Yeah, look. Yes. Nice. Yeah. I was about to go, Codemasters, no. But it's okay. I really want that splattered thing.
We're all ready for
outfit.
tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Verstappen, Bottas and Smith. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Bookending the grid either side there. Oh, I can't have Dillage. Clearly I've got a superb setup and potential track limit violations. But there we go. Kvyat again doing superbly. What will Discount Lee Mackenzie tell me this time? Will she be bothered? Oh yeah, she will.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. It made it look easy. It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race? How do you think this team will be feeling after that result? Great. Well, that's everything.
I don't think it really matters what they're up to, unless we're dealing with the real scandal. Bit too late for a comeback against Albon there, methinks. Okay, Louis, you are much faster in the practice sessions. Why you fail in quali? So, starting up front, I think this could be genuine potential here for a Minardi podium. I'm not sure about the win. I think I might lose my legs on it. We will see though. We will see. I think what it does mean is that I'm really going to have to lower down... Oh, sorry, increase the difficulty for season 2. Okay, 18 laps. Ooh, juicy. Okay. Let's see how we get on. You may at some point hear a little burp burp during the race where I'm rendering the video for Japan in the background whilst I'm trying to do this. This is the joys of a content creator. Not allowed to just do one thing at once.
Here we go then. It's time to race in Mexico City, a place which gave Honda their first ever victory back in 1965. American Richie Ginther won from third on the grid. And what are the Honda-powered cars this year? Well, Red Bull have been going strong here in recent seasons, so can they keep that record going today? The Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, 2.6 miles of track that allows drivers to take full advantage of their cars, reaching speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and providing lots of opportunities for overtaking. The circuit features 17 corners, 10 to the right, and the remaining 7 going to the left. And with me as usual is Anthony Davidson. So, let's briefly discuss Lewis Hamilton. Everything's on the line here today. The title hangs in the balance. So how do you think they'll be coping with all that pressure?
Well, I try not to think about the result too much. The worst thing you can do in this situation is think about all the what-ifs. What if I get hit going into turn 1? What if I get a penalty? What if I finish outside the points? If you let any of those kind of worries get to you, you can't focus on the job. So staying in the right mindset will be critical today.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And Smith completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Alexander Albon, and Leclerc, Perez, Kvyat, Ricciardo, and Carlos Sainz. Stroll, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Ocon. Norris, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen, and Roman Grosjean. Magnussen, Delatraz, Russell, and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then. It's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
A front row start now. That worries me even more because we're not the best on power And we're going to be absolutely drag raced down into the first chicane. We might have a flashback or two here. Ouch! Again, not much difference, but we've seen this before, and it's better to be on the other tyre, the softer tyres. So let's just stick where we are, see how we get on. I'm worried. I was going to say I could feel him coming in. Well, there's a drama. And again. But then I tries last.
Good job.
It is. Louis? No, I'm first, you're last. I think Hamilton's buggered his wing. That'll ruin his championship chances, surely. If he's got a pit at the end of the first lap, we could go into hard tyres, maybe. Yeah, he's in the pits. Oh dear, Hamilton. Drama! That was not me. I went deep so that he wouldn't hit me, but he still hit me anyway. Ricardo had a stonking start. Okay, let's see how we get on. Danichos has got around one of the Williamses, well done. Probably Latifi. If I run wide there, I'm going to kind of ease off the throttle a little bit, because otherwise it's just cheating, it's not fair.
DRS will be enabled.
Oh, Grosjean's out.
You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
That is unfortunate for the Haas team.
Caution, caution.
Oh, how would you not virtual safety car that?
Okay, the incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Not that I want a virtual safety car. I just feel like it would be one. Verstappen's in trouble. He's got Vettel all over him. Which I think is going to help us out no end. At least in the short term. Ooh. Not if we drive like that much though. Fastest lap. Verstappen's holding everyone up. This is all going remarkably well. Oh, although Verstappen, if you could hold Vettel up, that would be great. Or not. Or yes. I mean, that's great. That's like an extra second I've just gained there because those two were busy battling. And they're still going at it. Albon's in there as well. Oh, and Ricard. Have they hit each other? Oh. I was trying to work it out on the mini map. Immediately, that was closing. Schnauzer. Battle's on. I'm still not convinced
You'll be on the mediums.
that Hamilton is not out of this race properly yet. I know they'll have just stuck him on the hard tyres and said one stop that bitch. And that car will be in clear air. So do not rule him out. I'd still put him as being able to do something more than what Bottas was. And you can see Bottas there in the mini-map, stuck behind AlphaTauri. Probably Kvyat. If it was the lead one.
Be careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
What also makes me worried for Hamilton is that Albon, Verstappen, Ricciardo, they're all squabbling away.
Our teammate by 19.2 seconds.
Oh, Delatraz. Come on, mate. I love you, Louis, but we've got to see a bit more from you. Otherwise we're never going to win this team's championship. Oh, crumbs. Oh, Ricciardo's got round Verstappen. That's what I was busy looking at when I went over the curb. Stopped looking at the display. This is why I need Jeff to do like position rundowns of the order. Oh, that's Leclerc past Verstappen as well. He's really suffering. Looks like both the Pink Panthers are there as well.
amongst this lap. Push hard on the in-lap.
Okay. Kind of holding Vettel, aren't we? This is good. This will be the real teller. Where do we come out in relation to Hamilton? That was not a good run through that chicane. See that half a second nearly lost. I'm glad we did this on these. The set that had only done the one lap. Okay. To the pits. Secondish loss there. Albon takes the lead. Ricciardo's in. Leclerc continues. Obviously, Vettel was in. Vettel goes mediums. Okay.
Go now. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry, George, but that just had to be done. I can't see a Mercedes. Ah, there I see a Mercedes. He's beat out Ricciardo. See, told you not to think about him not being anywhere. Now, whether he can hold those tyres for 17 laps in this race is an entirely another matter, but I don't count him out of this race yet.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Thanks, Louis. Good bit of DRS for us.
Louis is in the pits. Louis in the
Or
pits.
not. Giovinazzi and Norris continue on. Did Albon beat out Hamilton? Yes, he did just. Did Leclerc by the looks of it as well. Great.
Gap to car in front is 1.5 seconds. The gap behind us is 2.5 seconds.
Sorry, Lando. This means war. Okay, so Giovinazzi and Norris fall off the top 5. Leclerc on hards. Hamilton mediums. Wow, he's got to pit again, surely. That car will just fall off. So Ricardo, Perez, Stroll, Bottas, and I'm going to assume Kvyat, judging by starting position, all together in the battle for points. Then it was a gap back, wasn't it?
To teammate behind is 22.1 seconds.
Closing in. The problem is that Leclerc is giving Hamilton DRS, which keeps him in check. So we might be able to just hang on in there. Fastest lap for Verstappen. Hamilton gets past Leclerc. Oh God. Stop it.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Making mistakes. Hamilton is closing in as well. I suppose the wear is okay, isn't it? Because these tyres just... You'd be on 40% rather than 20, which is not going to fall off anytime soon, so yeah. Kind of makes sense.
We advise moving to Mix 2, fuel to Mix 2.
Not yet. I need to keep him outside the DRS because as soon as he's got that, I am finished.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Needed. Cheeky on the old inside curb there, but never mind.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
He's outside of DRS range. Nearly used all the curves. Oh! Broke at the wrong bit. Yes, Leclerc's got back past Hamilton. Good stuff. His tyres should be shot. We have done it! Yes!
You worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
Whew. I was stoked.
So after a day of mixed fortunes up and down the field, we bring today's race to a close. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions, and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today, and the results speak for themselves.
It's having a think.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
Thank you, Seb. Not a Mercedes on the podium. Is that the first time this year? The championship wasn't won either. Very closely being done though.
So let's review the updated driver's standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Daniel Ricciardo certainly impressed me today, an incredible performance.
It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Meanwhile, good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
Well, even the game's just in shock that I've won something. It can't even save the highlights. So, well done to us. Hamilton dropped down to 5th, obviously, with that drama. Ricciardo, Perez, Bottas, Verstappen ended up down in 9th, despite being the fastest guy. Very confusing. Kvyat then grabbed the final point in 10. Stroll dropped off the back as well into 11 ahead of Ocon. Gasly, the two Alfa Romeos, Sainz. Hey, Delatraz got ahead of Magnussen and Norris. In the end, the undercut worked for him, whilst Russell and Latifi brought up the rear. Grosjean was a DNF. Yeah, Bottas on the hard tyres. Just not how I'd have expected that to go. And there we go, it's Hamilton with us, Russell and Giovinazzi both smashing into each other as well. That must have been down at turn 3 because the other one was down at turn 1. There we are, we've got over the 100 points. I think that pretty much guarantees us 7th in the Drivers' Championship, amazingly, which is great. Hamilton should, in theory, claim the championship next time out in Brazil. I don't think there's any other changes going on there, nope. But we leapfrog not only McLaren but also Renault and Racing Point to be 4th in the Constructors. It won't last, but congratulations to Mercedes. I will bask in that whilst we've got it, because I'm not great at Abu Dhabi. I'm alright at Brazil though.
Performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win?
No.
You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled. Well, looks like your luck has changed. Things went a lot better than last weekend, didn't they?
Yeah. Continue to bum lick the power train, thank you very much. PS4 sounds like it's about to explode. Even that can't understand that I've actually done everything. Hey! A little resurgence, but sadly Albon has won that one. Nice. Does it get us to level 13? Yes, it does. Good out. How's the bank looking? Surely we got damage on that. Yeah. Oh, and a tiny bit for Delatraz. Lovely stuff. Let's advance on. Just 2 to go this season, amazingly. It's gone quick, isn't it? That was me doing 2 episodes a week at the beginning of this before scaling it down to just the 1. But I knew that this would be a several season campaign, so that's why I'm like, let's renew that. Thank you very much. I'll join you next time when we're off to Brazil. Catch you then.